first video on 1997 BMW 328 IS. The drivetrain is a M52 B28 inline 6-cylinder. It was purchased for $900 in Clarksburg, West Virginia. We're going to go over the few things that are wrong with it at the moment and what we're going to be doing with it in the future. We're going to go through the exterior of the car first and then show you what we've done to the interior, and then we'll go ahead and get started on the first video, which is part of the manual transmission swap. So let's get started. So to start out, as we purchased the car, the door handles were broken from the exterior and interior of the car.
Except for the passenger side.
Yeah, the passenger side wasn't messed up.
From the inside. The outside of the passenger side was messed up. Inside was fine, so you had to keep the window down to get into the car, or else you were climbing through the trunk.
Yeah, it was a hassle getting the car home after I purchased it for $900. The door handles, interior or exterior and interior have been fixed. If you'd like me to make a video on that, I will, explaining how I did the fix on that. The door handles is about the only thing that was wrong with the car exterior wise.
Besides the wear and tear.
Yeah, besides the occasional wear and tear. It's a West Virginia car, so it's quite rusty underneath. So far we don't have any rust on the fenders. They seem to be pretty solid.
We have a little rust up here, but it looks like they tried to take care of it.
Yeah, that's something we can fix.
Yeah.
But that's all that was wrong with the exterior. Interior wise, the ignition tumbler had broken. The reoccurring problem with the BMW E36s is the ignition tumbler will just keep on spinning. So we installed a push to start button, wired it into the, grab the keys to show them what I mean by that. So what I mean by the ignition tumbler was messed up, if you put your key in, it would just continue to spin. Of course it's gonna.
Oh yeah, yours fixed itself after.
Of course. But anyways, before I put in this push to start button, the key would just continuously spin over, continue to spin. I don't know why it's not doing it now, but I fixed that by wiring a push to start button in. The door panels are currently off due to, like I said, fixing the door handles. The window regulator is having a problem at the moment, going all the way up. All I need to do is get that realigned, and that will be fixed. Inside of the engine, the only thing that's wrong at the moment is the thermostat is stuck open. The thermostat is stuck open, so we're not having correct temperature readings.
We put new wheels.
We have put wheels on it, some Motegi MR133s, which are 17 inch. They're 17 by 8 inch wide.
They're a little dirty.
On the wheels we have Douglas Performance tires, and that's about everything with it. There's been hood pins installed because the struts for the hood do not hold it up.
We need to get a little paint job eventually. We got clear coat falling off, but you know, that's common.
Yeah. What we plan to do with this car is we plan on making a drift build out of it. That's why we're swapping out the transmission, and that's going to be the first few videos that we do. Today we're going to film part 1 of many videos for the transmission swap, and we're going to get to that right now. Alright guys, to start out with the manual transmission swap, we're going to take it from an automatic to a manual. First thing that we need to do is take off the exhaust and the heat shield, and then we're going to drop the drive shaft out. I'm going to get under the car and show you exhaust hanger locations. The ones that I have on this car have been rusted off. Well, not rusted off, but very rusted, and when I went to take them off, they just tended to break off. So I'm going to show you the few locations that the BMW has, and then I'll show you what I'm working on near the headers to take off the exhaust. Okay, the first location that you're going to have is right here at the end of the car. This right here is the exhaust hanger. The next location is, let me find it real quick. Is, if I'm not mistaken, it's right here. Maybe I'm mistaken though, so don't quote me on that one. I started to take off these bolts right here, but due to the car being rusted, and as every exhaust is, it gets very hot and tends to practically melt the bolts to each other and to the exhaust itself. I couldn't get those off, so we're going all the way up to the headers and we're going to take it off from there. You have another set of exhaust hangers halfway through your exhaust system, which there's no bolts on this one. It's just a rubber gasket practically that hangs onto this piece, which you just have to pull off of this lip, and then your exhaust will hang freely. And then you go all the way up to the front. So let me crawl up from under here. This is about, this exhaust hanger is about parallel with the front of the passenger door. So if you look under it, it has this metal piece that holds the exhaust right here. And what we're working on currently is taking the header bolts off, which is right there. So far I've gotten one nut off and one of the other studs is broken. And then on the second puppy, I haven't gotten any off yet. That's what we're working on currently. Once we get those off, we'll check back in, and then we'll go on to the next thing, which is removing all the heat shield. And once we're done with that, take off the drive shaft. We're going to get as much done as we can in this video today, and then we'll start pulling out the transmission, taking off the subframe, stuff like that. Check back in with you guys shortly. Alright, what's going on, guys? At the moment, I'm trying to take the header bolts off. I got my girly pink hammer.
My girly pink hammer.
And my 13mm socket. Like I said, I'm trying to get these header bolts off. They're nuts. I'm having problems with typical rust, and I'm just trying to beat this socket on here so that I can get some leverage to it and take off the nuts. And once we get that done, we'll be able to pull the whole exhaust system off. That's about it at the moment. We're working towards that. I'll bang on this shit.
Whoa. Hey. Watching Hitchcocks till I drift off. Woke up to this beat and let the shit knock. She wouldn't give top till my dick soft. Clockwork every weekend, it's like TikTok. I just hit Atlanta.
We're gonna need a lot of leverage to get these bolts off, so my ratchet, leverage bar.
In Atlanta, I got Tupo with me. In the cockpit, I might just take him to Pluto with me. If Bruno hit me, we might have to fuck with Mars. And they don't wanna hear me sing, they told me rap those fucking bars. Well, alright. Trust, I ain't forgot how to do it. I've been in hibernation trying to fucking stop how this music. I heard that shit that y'all been dropping is monotonous to me. You got a mic inside your room, well see that's not how you use it. Y'all fucking suck. Keep your distances from me. They should've warned y'all don't be fucking with that kid from Kentucky. I know some hipsters in my city won't admit that they love me, cause back when they were my age, they wasn't shit except.
Get this bolt and nut out of the socket. 3 bolts on each of the header tubes that hold on the headers. So we got some PB blaster here and our trusty wire brush. It's your best friend when you're working on a rusty car. just gonna scrub away at these nuts on the header bolts. Try to get some of this rust off before we pound that socket on there. If there's too much rust, the socket won't fit. This one's going to be fun to get on. All three of these are.
Chandeliers swinging through my comfort zone. Standing here thinking how we gonna blow. She got the manicure fingers with the butt to go with it. Jeans fitted, yeah, she colder than the London snow. And as for me, I'm just a young gun, walking, talking 100 moji with about 100 flows. I've been trying to find the next step to make my best friends rich, and you've been sitting around wondering if the blunt is wrong.
So a little update here. Got all the bolts off. All the header bolts. And we had to unplug the O2 sensors. And what's the last thing you're getting?
Taking the cross member for the exhaust.
So he's taking the cross member for the exhaust off, and then the whole exhaust should be detached, and we should be able to just pull it out of the front of the car with no problems.
The cross member that I'm talking about, guys, I'm not sure if it's actually called a cross member or not. Don't quote me on that, but it's this black piece right here. It's got two bolts, one right here, one on the other side connected to the frame. It holds up the exhaust, I believe. That's why I'm calling it a cross member. I'm not even going to take it all the way off. We got it to where the exhaust will come out, so I'll put it back on.
Now we're able to just pull it up through the front. Should be. Anyway.
If anyone's wondering, this is my girlfriend Mariah, and if you don't know my name by now, my name is Jake Thompson. We both like cars. A little bit about us. I'm 21 years old. She is 20 years old. My favorite car is if we're talking American muscle, a Corvette Stingray. We're talking JDM, I'd have to say Datsun 280Z. Hers, I believe, American muscle is a 57 Bel Air.
Yes, sir.
It's her dream car.
Yes, sir.
I'm not sure if she likes Japan cars or not.
I mean, I do. I don't have anything against them, but I don't think I have like a favorite. I kind of like them.
Like I said, that cross member I just pulled off for a moment to get the exhaust off. It's a 16mm bolt on both sides. I didn't tell you guys about the header bolts. The header bolts are a 13mm, depending on the amount of rust that you have on them. I was able to get a few of them off with the 14mm because of so much rust.
Broke a couple.
Yeah, 4 out of 6 broke. So we're going to get some new headers once we go to put it all back together. And we're about to pull the exhaust out of the front. Like I said, 4 out of 6 studs on the headers had broken off, so we're going to have to get some new headers. Exhaust brackets broke as well. That's what happens when you have an old car with a lot of rust on it. We're going to to show you the full exhaust system real quick. It's just a stock exhaust because it's basically a bone stock car. If you don't know, there is two O2 sensors on a 97 BMW 328 exhaust system that are past the catalytic converter. If I'm not mistaken, there's two pre-cat as well. Now that that is off, now that the exhaust is out from under the car, what we have to do now is we're going to start taking off the heat shield and then pull the drive shaft out, and then we'll be ready to start removing.
So we're currently taking the heat shield off.
There's two bolts in the rear, one here and one here. They're both around your differential. There's should be two bolts up there, one on one side, one on the other, but it seems to me like that one's broken. The heat shield is very fragile, so it tends to break a lot. Yeah, I don't even have to take that off because it just broke. Like, it's so flimsy. These are the exhaust hangers that I was talking about, the rubber ones.
See right here, a brake when we bought it that was already broken, and it just looks rough.
Exhaust member differential, or no, sorry, drive shaft. It doesn't even touch the drive shaft, but that's what it's for. But your rubber exhaust hangers that I was talking about go right here. They connect to there and then onto your exhaust. This is the drive shaft. We'll have to take out these 4 bolts. One there, one there, another one on the top back there. And there is 3 on the end of the transmission. After that, you will take out this piece and that piece, which is, I believe, that's called the guibo on your drive shaft. The reason why we are taking out the drive shaft is so that we can actually pull the transmission out. Once the transmission is out, we're gonna start doing stuff on the interior. So we'll check back in once we get the drive shaft out and let you know how that goes. If we have any problems, we'll point it out.